Hi, I'm Father Ron. In case you're from outside of the parish, if you're in the parish, you know who I am. But this week we're going to be celebrating Good Shepherd Sunday. It happens every year on the fourth Sunday of Easter. And I'm going to start by reading the gospel that will be used this Sunday because it's a little bit unique in the way we think of the Good Shepherd. It's not that picture of Jesus carrying a sheep over his lamb over his shoulders. It's the story of Jesus being the gate itself, not even the gatekeeper, but the gate itself. This is taken from John's Gospel, chapter 10. Very truly, I tell you, anyone who does not enter the sheepfold by the gate, but climbs in by another way, is a thief and a bandit. The one who enters by the gate is the shepherd of the sheep. The gatekeeper opens the gate for him, and the sheep hear his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought out all his own, he goes ahead of them, and the sheep follow him because they know his voice. They will not follow a stranger, but they will run from him because they do not know the voice of strangers. Jesus used this figure of speech with them, but they did not understand what he was saying to them. So again, Jesus said to them, "Very truly, I tell you, I am the gate for the sheep. All who came before me are thieves and bandits, but the sheep did not listen to them. I am the gate. Whoever enters by me will be saved, and will come in and go out and find pasture. The thief comes only to steal and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly." In this gospel, I have a few not so amusing thoughts, I suppose I should say, but things that I flashed in my mind regarding anyone who climbs over is a thief and a marauder and so on and so forth. As many of you know, the pastor of this parish is blessed with that beautiful property up there at Monsignor Flynn Park. And periodically I see people out there playing ball that I don't really recognize, and I'll say, "Do you have the combination to the gate?" And then I remind them, if they climb over the fence, the sheriffs have been instructed, these are people who should not be on the property, that they are definitely intruding and they can be subject to arrest. So then if they're polite, I say, just come on down, I'll get you the combination gladly. If they're rude, I say, I'll open the gate for you so you can leave and not have to climb over again. But this is the story that Jesus is really talking about. Not that simple image of a shepherd who has the sheep over his shoulders and brings them back to protection, but one in which he is literally the gate. Jesus tells us very simply, we are the way, we are to follow him in this way. I'll never forget when I was in Naples as a chaplain with the Jubilee, there was that emphasis on one of the TV stations about the Holy Door. And the poor priest who was trying to describe its meaning as being Christ is the way into the church. It's nothing to do with a magic door or anything like that. But the poor commentator kept trying to say, but what about the door? What about the door? It's only open every 25 years. And we find ourselves having the same problem occasionally, as looking to significance in things that are not as important as others. God, in this particular reading, is inviting us to recognize that he is the way in which we're going to enter the kingdom. He is the one who will protect us. He is the one who will guide us. He is the one who says, come and follow me. In this regard, I'd like to put in a plug for the fact that the church needs more people who are in the image of Christ, the Good Shepherd. And so, particularly for those who were scheduled for the last Explore Day, that experience of what is God calling me to do as possibly a priest, that's been postponed to August. And I know we had 2 men who were signed up for it. This last one, it'll be, you'll receive notice from the seminary when that's possible. But this gives us time for those who may still be interested in something like that. It's a day in which we spend it up at the seminary and just what does it take to be a priest. We found historically that it's under times like this pandemic that people do respond to even better than normal to, is God possibly calling me? This is a situation particularly with our prospective pastor, Father Derek. Father Joe and I had the privilege of having lunch with him. He has only been a priest for 4 years, and yet he's almost 50. He is 49 right now, obviously, but he worked in the commercial world for over 10 years, and he has a wealth of experience as far as living the life of most of us. But he did hear that call from God. So I know Father Joe and I are thrilled with his coming here, and he's already received a good number of emails and calls from some of our parishioners, and for that I thank you for showing your usual great hospitality, because I've been telling him about a wonderfully warm parish it is, and that was the context in which he said, yeah, I've already heard from a number of people. And so he's excited to see the ministries that are going on here, or at least normally are going on here, and is really looking forward to joining us. And so anyway, I'm not being dead and buried yet. I got 2 more months, but I'm hoping that we can, in every sense of the way, prepare the way for our new pastor, our new shepherd, and to rejoice in the fact that he is excited about joining us here at Our Lady of Perpetual Help. I want to thank those of you who've continued to support the parish in any way possible during these trying times. And for those of you who still would be interested in doing it, you can donate online. There's a big red button there when you get to our parish line. And you can drop it off here at the parish if you so desire. You can mail it in. But whatever you do, please, in the spirit of prayer, that we get back to normal as soon as possible, that we continue to watch out for each other, and that, like the Good Shepherd, we recognize that it is Christ Jesus always who calls us to be one with him and being good shepherds. Thank you. God bless. Talk to you again real soon.